Let's just make sure all of that is drawn together. No? How many secure zones are you seeing here? What is going on over there? So one of the international zones doesn't seem to work now. Okay, so there is a little bit of an issue now. This game can be quite temperamental, but fair enough. This is the experimental branch, so we need to be mindful of that also. Okay, what's going on here? Where are you? What? You're in the queue, right? Can't find their way. Can't pass a security checkpoint. It is resolving itself. It's just, I think this is one of those situations where we probably need a restart. Why are my staff struggling so tremendously to actually work here? Can I just make sure that this is a spot where we... I'm wondering whether this spot here isn't a problem for us, this staff zone. I'm going to close this staff zone. And I'm going to close that off, and we're going to see... Hopefully they now will make their way. They will come and sit over here. I hope the staff comes over here. So that definitely is now working. Okay, gets not staff there, not staff there. And this is staff only. Yeah. Let's try one more like that. And oh, there it goes. Working? Not? Yes, maybe, no. It says resolved, but it actually isn't. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of an issue here. Maybe a reload will actually do the trick. But I think I'm still getting lots of the little bell notifications, but at least this is now starting to work. I mean, I'm at least seeing people going into that queue there. But yeah, we've got these people that's kind of just hanging out over here, but the rest seems okay actually. This situation is really something that frustrates the hell out of me. I can try. Let's do the unoccupied person nodes. Does not seem to help. Oh, maybe a little bit. It stopped ringing. Oh, no, it's ringing again. They are able to make their way here, but oh, and now there's a bit of a disaster going on here. Okay, so these guys, they want to... Oof, look at this. Look at this. We need a little bit of unoccupied road nodes. Let's see these guys move out of the way here. I wonder if this is part of our problem. And if that is in fact the case, should we get all of these guys out? Slowly we're getting this worm to go out. Move. Okay. I think that should do the trick and we can get out of here now. The question is, should we... Oh, look at this. This is... Maybe it's cleared some of this up as well. But yeah, we're still having issues. It's working though. It's working. People are getting through here. We're seeing most of our kind of passengers get where they want to go. And all the flights are still going and its turnaround is looking pretty good. The flight schedule is just pretty empty when it comes to the smaller stands. So you really don't need a big one like this. We can't hear the sound of the game? Really? Not at all? Well, to be honest, it's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing. It's just ringing that notification bell like crazy. I think this is, it looks a little bit better, but for some reason I don't quite get why they're not making use of this one and the other ones. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's take the last 20 minutes of the stream and we'll talk about planning of the of the other terminal over here. So we've got the runway in place, so that's pretty good. So let's quickly have a look. So now let's see. Okay, so let's see. We're going to grab ourselves the road, and we'll extend it to, oh, we're almost pretty much at the end here. And we'll extend it. Oh, we can't build on this floor. Of course not. Let's build on the ground floor instead. And if we run it all the way up to the edge over there. So that's kind of my idea. Now, I want us to try and alleviate our concerns with parking a little bit. So actually, let's try and get, if we do something like this, right? And let's start off with some parking spaces. So let's grab some of this. I want to make sure that there's a fair bit of room next to it. So if we do some stuff like this for parking, right? Okay, so that's, and bear in mind, this is the big boy. So let's get a little bit extra space in here. And then we'll start getting ourselves all kinds of drop-off abilities over here. Can we switch that to the other direction? We cannot. So, yeah, okay, so let's see if that works. So let's grab the road pieces. We'll run that through there, like so, and probably we'll do that. There we go. And now, I'm tempted that we do this entire rest of this thing almost one way in terms of drop-off facilities. Does this other one-way situation work over here? I kind of like what we've done here. It seems like less of a mess. So let's try that out. When you don't have contractors and simulated construction is off, you can actually kind of do planning. Okay, yeah, of course. When you don't have contractors and simulate construction, then you can kind of do planning. Yes, of course you can do that. Why are you? Please don't park here. Let's just close this out, because really there's no reason why this should be working yet. You shouldn't be coming to park over here. Okay, just leave. Just leave. Okay. Now, with that in mind, okay, we would want an access point up here for our service vehicles, but we also want to do make sure that we get all the various kinds of stops and things ready. So let's grab some of these car drop-offs. Let's do both sides of it. So let's do like that, maybe. Okay, so we'll do something like this, and then we'll grab the taxi one, and we'll do taxi on the other side. And I'm not going to go the two lanes anymore. The 2 lanes seems to be too much of a problem. Or should we? Is the 1 lane okay? Let's try the 1 lane, but we'll leave enough room in our sidewalk so that we can actually do the others also. Okay, so that's the one piece. If you go ahead and make the parking lots terminal 3, they won't go to the parking area. Okay, well let's do that then. Let's paint this as a terminal. Okay, so we'll start it over there, and this entire section up here will be terminal 3. Just so nothing here gets any further use. Okay, perfect. So that's let's get rid of that. So now let's see. Okay, now continue this. I want to do buses down here, and potentially we can do a couple of lines of them as well. I don't think we need as many, but this game has proven me wrong all the time with that. So let's see if we do this situation kind of thing over here. Let's do that. Buses down here. Or hang on. What we'll do, let's get rid of that. I can also get one of them to come in over here, so we can get slightly different loops going. Let's try something like that. And like that, and like that, and like that. And then we'll do the other side. Okay, something like so. Maybe that should work. And then we'll even allow for another one over here. And presumably that should be enough, really. Okay, so something like that can work for us. So let's see. So if we say, I'm going to run that guy through there, up there, and then we'll do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Am I doing the service errors? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Just hit the right stuff. Why don't you? Okay, sorry about that. Let's try that one more time. This is what I'm after. There we go, over there. What are the specs of my PC? That's a good question. It is I'm on a GTX 1080 graphics card plus it's an i7-7700. I think that's what it is. It's not the newest thing. It's by no means the newest thing. Please, this is terminal. This is not the right terminal for you. So if we do something like that, now there should be a bit of a loop going on. I just want to make sure that we do our one-way setup over here. So one way over there, and then I also want to see, maybe we'll just tie it in over there. So let's do one more here. This must be the most complex little road that I've ever tried on this game. There we go. Krombot, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of this going on. There seems to be a bit of a mix and match over there. But what we'll do is that's a one-way. Make sure that's one way. This is one way. And all of these are, in fact, one way. So that should get things sorted out quite well. There we go. You can't forget to switch the direction of the bus. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. I should actually do that right now. Oh, that one is actually correct. I should just do these. Yeah, there we go. So let's just make sure we get them all switched over. Okay, and do that and do this. And we've got some of these guys running up the wrong way. Not quite sure why they're trying to come and park over here. These need to be switched over also. Okay, so I'm hoping that this setup will be a little bit more useful to us. Let's get all of that sorted out. And that'll be it. Come on. And there we go. So now we've kind of got this little loop thing going on. So now we can start with whatever we want to do with the terminal. I don't think we'll do anything in here. These are kind of where we'll get our service vehicles to go in. And then we'll start getting our terminal building up over here. We will leave room for a potential service road up here. So let's start by looking at that. So let's see. If we start it off over there, right? And we say, oh, I wanted to leave a little bit of space here. So if we do that kind of thing, right? As the starting point for our new terminal. What are we saying here? I've tried similar setup. If a bus gets queued up behind another that's unloading, you have an instant traffic jam. Might be best to make it a double lane unless they fix that. Though this was the case when two buses were trying to share the one stop. Okay, yeah, I think that does in fact happen if they do that. So I think that is kind of the terminal building setup that we're after. So we're going to do that as a starting point. We may extend this one then out this way and have our parking spots over there, but that's kind of the starting point for Terminal 3 over there. Yes, if there's a bus that'll wait for another bus over here, they will kind of start getting stuck. Now, if we do that, having this area here as our terminal can allow us a long row of parking spots here. So we will need to make sure that we get our taxiway sorted out. So let's start by looking at that. Taxiway will work with these. We've got the 7 wide, so let's see. So I'd like to give it a little spot extra. So if we do something like this and we run it up here, there should be a lot of room for expansion over here. But we would like to make sure we do the one-way thing. So we'll just leave it at that for now. We could even extend some parking spots in here, potentially. The other thing is we'll bring them down here. So that's kind of the idea that I have here. I don't want the terminal to get crazy big though. But this area over here for service vehicles could be quite nice actually. And while we're at it, one of the things that we probably need to squeeze in here would be the garbage collection or the catering one at least. Okay, let's quickly see if we're going with this. Let's quickly fill in all of this though. If we fill in all of that, yeah, that should be good. That should be really good. We'll hopefully we won't see too much traffic jams with the buses here. But I'm hoping that this is kind of gonna resolve a lot of the issues that we've had. So if we do that, then we want to run that over this way up to there about. And run it through there. Oh, I was still busy doing some lighting work, huh? There we go. Nice. Now I'll do the I'll get the metro or the subway station in there, and we'll just go and connect all of this through here. Nice. Nice. We'll connect that up there. Nice. So at least our parking layout is ready for us to really jump into our planning for for once we get the next piece going. Oh, I didn't actually fill this. There we go. Okay, there we go. Got 10 more minutes left in the stream. We'll have a quick look and see if there's any other bits and pieces. We'll go back to our other terminal 1 and 2, and see if we need to resolve anything before we call this the end. And then in the next stream, what we'll do is we will immediately start work on Terminal 3 over here. So now that we kind of got the starting point for it going, I just want to see where we can go to. Okay, so that's kind of it. There we go. We've already, this is switched off. It's Terminal 3 and there's cars parked here and they're paying. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And I hope that thing gets resolved. Let's quickly have a look. Okay, let's quickly go through here. Wow, look at all these people. And up here, man, that's working. Hopefully if we get a security officer here, let's quickly check to see if we've got what we need. What are we missing? A janitor. But everything else seems to be okay. So let's go ahead and pick up a janitor or two. 1, 2 janitors. That should be fine. Still don't understand why this isn't being worked. I hope if I do the restart, that one will in fact start working. Let's quickly go up and see what's going on with our stands. Our lounges are ready. This is still open for business. That one, these two needs new contracts. So let's quickly see about getting that. We can't get the 5 stars, right? Oh, we can get this one. Let's get Cafe Aristocratic. Have we done? Sign, thank you. We'll get Paper and Plain. Bottle, we'll get bottle back. So we'll get payment for that. That is still working. Excellent. All of this still functioning. That's an invisible plane right there. You don't see them very frequently. How do you zone the terminals? This little purple button here gives you a painting tool, and you just kind of drag that out. Like I dragged this entire block there. You can drag these blocks and you can actually link them together. You can't zone different floors. So once you do this, it's the same terminal for all floors. But yeah, so you just basically paint it out like that. That's how you do it. Similar to how you would paint a security zone or anything else for that matter. Okay, so these are up and running. Those guys over there probably need another bathroom over there. I know I've said that before. We've got our lighting in here a little bit. All of that seems to be okay. Okay, if we go upstairs here, I just want to check. Now we don't have people working here. It's a bit of a bummer. And we've got security guy just kind of hanging out over there. These queues are, again, way too long. I don't like it. Let's have a look at Terminal 1. Any issues over here? Man, again, massive queues over here. It's a little frustrating that it does that, even though we have the metro or the subway. I was playing the Alpha 35 and I had like the walker-laters and the international zone, but I didn't get the tools, so you're confused. You need to research a project. So in R&D, what you do is you go, if I'll show you, it's called the multi-terminal one, I believe. Multi-terminal support or something like that. Let's find it here quickly. Medium, multiple terminal operations, that's the one. So once you've researched this button, this purple button here appears. So then you should be able to sort that out. Still bit frustrated with this, so I think at some point I will redo this entire area here to make better use of this open space so that we can start getting rid of these queues. I honestly hope that this is appropriately set up over here so that we're not going to run into the same problem with this terminal. But yeah, other than that, it seems pretty good. How's the operation here? Ooh, we are seeing a little bit of problems every now and again. But all in all, this is a very good picture that we see over here with lots of greens. T18. Let's quickly go and see. This is this guy, right? I think you came in late. And are you boarding? What's going on? What are you missing here? You're only waiting on boarding. When does boarding start? At 12. So you've only arrived late, right? Their boarding starts. See, the automation here, at least we can get that done, even though this guy's only just arrived. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. I'm kind of tempted to take all of them out, by the way. To just stop, close off all of these, and then get rid of all the manned gates over there. So we are in fact using both of them now. Both of these carousels, baggage claim carousels, are being used. Yeah, so I'm pretty keen to revamp this whole parking area. I think that'll be very useful. At the moment, how many stuff? Okay, let's quickly, just before we end, let's go to our inbox and let's see what our Chief Operations Officer told us, basically. So this is our latest email. Today's observation: we processed 4,400 passengers, 2,100 bags, 81 flights. The airport rating for the day is 75%. And our average airport rating has been 76, so we need to improve that a little bit more. So that's pretty good, actually, guys. We're almost getting to the 5,000 passenger mark, and this is not with a lot of gates, to be honest. So that is getting there. If we go to our rating, yeah, it seems like security is pretty good. I don't mind that. That number, oh, 26. That number, I have no idea how we get that sorted out. That seems very problematic. Staff friendliness is not very good either. And then airline infrastructure quality is not great. So I'm assuming, yeah, we need a ton of repairs, automatic repair. We need to actually get that number to go up a little higher. If we go to operations, the automatic repair thing, right? Proactive repairs. Can we set the level? Why is this not displaying? I've got a CIO. I believe I've got a CIO. Oh, look at this. I didn't actually look at this a lot. But yeah, there we can see all kinds of passengers that's been handled. The CEO worth, look at that. I'm worth 18 million. Nice. I'm looking for at what point they should start fixing things. Doesn't seem to have a setting here. Yeah, does it? I can't seem to find anything. So yeah, that's basically the situation. I want to redo this. So this is our domestic terminal. We've got predominantly small planes here, but we've got 2 medium stands. This is then our international terminal, and that's a measly 6 medium stands plus 1 small stand for international flights. And then we'll have Terminal 3, which will be our Big Bird international terminal that's going to run up in this area. And because they've got their own kind of runways everywhere, it should be pretty efficient. I don't believe we will have issues with the runways not having the capacity. Where we are struggling quite a lot with capacity is these things. So I don't quite get why it used to work and now it doesn't work. It's just like some of these buses go over there and go over there. So they really shouldn't be running the show over here. So let's just quickly check this. If we do that, right, all of this is linked to Terminal 3. Can we respectively close Terminal 3 and say Terminal 3 is not active? I have no idea if that's in fact the case. But since we're continuing to run this, I'm just going to switch off all of these and see if they at least stop using that because we will still spend a fair bit of time building out Terminal 3 over here. So let me just close that off, please, and we'll see how that goes. Over there. Close all of them down, and that's kind of going to be where we end the stream today. So I would like to thank all of you for coming out. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoy watching me play it. And I do thank you for all the interactive stuff that you're saying. What is this? Let's just have a quick look there. That's contractors only, so that doesn't actually give us the ability to do more maintenance. So yeah, I do want to thank you for that. You can't close a terminal. Thank you for that. Okay, let me stop a few of these things. Crombot, yeah. So, and I do want to thank you all for coming out. Thank you so much. I was busy saying that. I do really appreciate your support. It's so much more fun if you guys are here. And it's an interactive session. I really enjoy that, and so I want to thank you for being here. When are you streaming next? I will be streaming on Saturday morning, Brisbane time. So you can have a look at the schedule. It is on Twitch. The schedule should be on Twitch, and you can also come and join us on the Discord, where there is the stream schedule is up there as well. And of course, we have discussions on what's going to happen. So Saturday, there will be more Airport CEO, but Saturday we will also do, I've got a bit of a surprise for you guys. I've got the brand new DLC in beta for Project Hospital. So I'll be doing Project Hospital on Saturday as well. So it'll be both Airport CEO and Project Hospital on Saturday. I'll still work out a little bit. I might do 2 hours of each, so 4 hours in total on Saturday. But yeah, Saturday morning Brisbane time is when I stream next. Midnight for you. Ooh, that's tough. I might split it up into a morning and an afternoon session as well. So I'll I'll still look at that. Come and join us on the Discord, and we'll have a bit of a discussion on the next on how we set up Saturday streams. Well, you can always grab it on YouTube. That's also something that you can get, because this will be going to YouTube. Okay, I might actually do Project Hospital first, and then go into Airport CEO a bit later in the maybe in the afternoon. But I haven't decided on that yet. I'm still actually getting the ropes with Project Hospital, so we see if I'm ready for it. Okay, there we go. Guys, thank you so much again for coming out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.